Here's why purchasing power is so important. So if you go to work every day, you get paid. You probably get paid in United States dollars if you work here in America. When you get paid in dollars, you're essentially left with a couple choices. You could either save some of that money, you could invest the money, or you could just spend the money frivolously. Now, I'm not saying that you can't spend money on the things that you need, like the basic necessities. However, when you understand the whole system, you know that you're receiving money, and if you just keep it in a bank account, traditional bank account, you're gonna probably lose value. The reason being is because inflation is in play and in effect. Inflation essentially is destroying the value of your dollars when your dollars are sitting in the bank account. The reason being is because the price of goods is essentially increasing due to a lot of economic factors, but one factor in specific that has a huge impact on inflation is the printing of money. Now let's think about it this way. If there's $100,000 in the entire United States economic system and you get paid $10 every single week, you know that you have $10 in the entire $100,000 system. So you could use that $10 to pay your rent, buy food, maybe you save a portion of your $10, whatever that may be. Now imagine one day the Federal Reserve, the government decides that they're going to now increase the supply from 100,000 to 1 million. You're still making the same $10 a week from your job. However, now the money supply has 10x'd. So now the $10 that you have isn't buying you the same amount of goods when you go to the grocery store or when you go to the mall or when you go to the gas station because the money supply has increased. As a result, the dollar that you're receiving from your job is being devalued and debased because the money supply is increasing. You essentially woke up this morning, you probably went to work, maybe you're finishing up now, and you're going to essentially get paid at some point, whether it's this week, next week, however, depending on your payment cycle. And when you go to sleep, you'll wake up and you'll go to work again. But while you're going to sleep and while you're at work, the money is constantly being printed and brought into the system. The money supply is always increasing. The reason being is because we live on a debt system. We're in debt, huge debt, right? The deficit within the United States, global economy, other countries deal with the same issue where there's always supply of currency being pumped into the system. It doesn't matter where you are. So essentially, from you doing nothing at all, besides showing up to work and working hard for your dollar or wherever you live, maybe you get the euro, the yen, the central reserve banks in these respective countries are printing more money. When they do that and increase the money supply, it's inflating the asset prices, risk assets especially. This could increase the rates of housing prices. It will increase the rates of the stock market, right? Right now, the stock market is at like all-time highs. Everything is inflated. And a lot of this isn't because the economy may be doing so great. It's because the monetary supply is being expanded across the globe, especially here in the United States. You got to understand this. The United States dollar is the most circulated currency within the entire world. A lot of countries use and they accept the dollar for global trade, all of that. So what happens in the United States when the monetary supply is constantly expanded is essentially going to have a rippling effect across the entire globe. So you as a normal individual, you're going to work and you're making money, fiat currency, based off of wherever you live, and you're using that money to go about your daily lives. But here's the kicker. You have to make that money work for you. You have to do different things, whether it's investing in different risk assets, stock market, and other stores of value. Maybe you start a business to help you generate more cash flow that you can use and invest in better stores of value. Maybe you invest in gold. There's a lot of people that invest in Bitcoin as a strong store of value to preserve your purchasing power. So essentially, there's this mindset that I have to work. Some people I know, they work 2 jobs, they work 3 jobs because they're constantly on this hamster wheel to generate more fiat currency. But they're working more, but their money's not working for them. When you understand how the supply of money works, it really starts to kind of make sense as to why things are the way that they are. There's a lot more factors that go into it, but basically that's what's happening. So when I see individuals that are gambling, I made a video about that a couple days ago about the negative aspects of gambling and just trading meme coins and just essentially trying to chase the thrill of quote, getting rich quick, you realize that this is all a game. There's a lot of distractions out here, especially in certain communities, to distract you from actually building long-term financial stability and wealth. And you have to really understand that for you to really be able to set yourself up, your family up for a strong financial future, you have to be disciplined. There's nobody in this world outside of somebody that wins the lottery that ever got lucky enough to have financial freedom. But then when you think that, I think about all the people that win the lottery, they always end up squandering and spending the money because they don't have good discipline. They don't understand how to budget. They don't understand what investments they're looking at. They know nothing about the monetary supply. And this is why a lot of individuals end up in really bad situations and positions, because they don't really know what they're doing. They're aimlessly just going throughout the course of everyday life, feeling like, wow, my money's not buying me more than what it was able to buy me a year ago. And yeah, that's because of inflation. That's because the monetary supply is expanding. And you may not be really working smarter. You're working harder, but not smarter. I just wanted to kind of share that with individuals, because the only way that individuals holistically can be more financially free is if you exercise discipline, you remain consistent, you follow a plan, and you do what works for you. There's a lot of resources out here where you can learn about how you can budget, how you can invest, how you can be very smart and strategic. You can use ChatGPT. You can watch YouTube videos. Of course, that's what we do here with My Business Sent Me. We try to spread financial literacy to keep people educated so they're not getting taken advantage of. And at the end of the day, you can take my advice, you can do it or not, but I think long term, you're going to be happy if you understand, you start doing the research to align with resources and platforms that are really trying to help you grow to be more financially responsible. So if you want to learn more about how you can get financially fit with my team, with the Sent Me team, comment the word invest below. We have a lot of resources, some free resources as well, that I can share with individuals that want to learn about how they can be disciplined to get financially fit and to build a legacy for themselves without gambling, without grifting, and without taking advantage of others. Let's go. Let's be smart all 2025. Let's be more financially responsible, and let's be great.